tournament powered by letter 1. Today's finals features, on the left, Arin Parsa from the Challenger School Almaden in San Jose, California. And on the right, Rohan Ganeshan from Quest Academy in Palatine, Illinois. My name is Jonah Greenville. I will be the moderator for this match. I will be assisted by scorekeeper Connor Thompson and projection score operator Jason Thompson. No relation. Let's have both players check their buzzers, please. It's clear.
Thank you.
Okay. Ready over here? Ready over here? All right, toss of 1. This author wrote that he wished to do more than restore the lost drama of Aeschylus in a closet drama that depicts the enmity between the god Jupiter and a chained Titan. This 19th century author also wrote a poem that describes the unpremeditated song of a bird hailed as a blight.
Was it Shelley?
10. Toss of 2. Robert Innes discovered the third component of this system, which is the target of the Breakthrough Initiative's Starshot project. This system and Hadar serve as the 2 pointers to the Southern Cross. The closest exoplanet orbits this system's third star for 10.
Can you speak a little more clearly?
I will do my best. Toss of 3. A politician in this state is the ex-husband of Kimberly Guilfoyle, a former Fox News star who is now dating Donald Trump Jr. Like Washington, this state runs jungle primaries. This state is the home of the oldest sitting senator who received Christine Ford's letter accusing Brett Kavanaugh of sexual assault.
Utah?
No, -5. Gavin Newsom was elected governor of for 10 points. What state? The home of Dianne Feinstein.
Colorado.
California.
It is California. No points over here, Doug. In fact, negative 5 points. Toss up 4. This country's port of Guadar will serve as a link.
Pakistan.
15. Toss up 5. Superficial examples of these structures are often surgically stripped. Most of these structures contain valves to prevent backflow. Reflux of these structures may cause them to become twisted or varicose. The body's largest...
Veins?
Yes, for 10. Toss up 6. The actress Sarah Siddons was depicted as one of these characters in a Joshua Reynolds painting. The poems The Four Elements and The Four Ages of Man appear in a collection titled after one of these characters by the colonial author Anne Bradstreet. These daughters of Mnemosyne and Zeus included Melpomene, Erato, and Calliope. For 10 points, name this group of 9 goddesses who personified the arts in Greek myth. Time. These are the muses. Toss up 7. Tim attempts to solve a coded message in this author's book, The Secret Birthday Message. A blue horse and a purple cat are among the creatures that identify each other in this author's book, Brown Bear.
Oh, Eric Carl.
Yes, for 15. Toss up 8. A monarch of this empire conquered the Chimu people and married his sister, Mama Okyo. Its final emperor defeated his brother Huascar in a civil war.
Inca.
For 15. Toss up 9. China's Mosin people engage in the walking variety of this process. Claude Lévi-Strauss asserted that this practice was carried out in reciprocal exchanges that created affinity relations and formed alliances, and also theorized that the preference for its exogamous form was driven by the incest taboo. Patrilineal cultures often required the payment of a dowry as part of
Marriage?
For 10. Toss up 10. This country's Green Party has male and female co-leaders, one of whom, James Shaw, was assaulted in 2019. The Greens backed this country's long-held nuclear-free policy and supported the 2017 formation of its 6th Labour government, whose leader gave birth in office in 2008.
New Zealand?
For 10. Toss of 11. Princess Elizabeth was at this present-day country's Treetops Hotel when her...
Kenya.
15. Toss of 12. This landmass is ringed by a current sometimes called the West Wind Drift that was a major portion of the Clipper route. A large lake on this landmass was reached in 2013 by a Russian team through an 11,000-foot...
Antarctica.
15. Halftime, we have a score of Arin, 75, Rohan, 45. Ready to continue? Ready to continue?
Good luck.
Okay. Here is toss-up 13. In a story by this author, John T. Unker visits Percy Washington's home in Montana, which contains an enormous gemstone. This author of The Diamond as Big as the Ritz wrote a novel whose narrator graduated from Yale in 1915 before deciding to learn the bond business, which leads him to meet a man who is eventually shot by Myrtle Wilson's husband. All right, I believe the technical difficulties have been resolved, and we're going to continue with Parsa 14. During this war, Benjamin Talmadge led a network of spies who discovered that a raid led by William Tryon was a trap. Lord North lamented, "Oh God, it's all over," after,
The Revolutionary War.
yes, for 15. Toss-up 15. The only mostly herbivorous species of these non-mammals is Bagheera kiplingi. An episode of the children's TV show Peppa Pig was pulled from airing in Australia because it encouraged children to be friendly to these animals. One of these animals writes messages like "some pig" to save
A spider.
for 10. Toss-up 16. This type of person often incorrectly nicknames an E-flat major piano concerto by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. A fugue begun by the piccolo concludes a composition named for this type of person, which is a series of variations for different instrumental groups based on a rondo from Henry Purcell's Abdelazar.
A young person.
Yes, for 10. Toss-up 17. According to a children's book, this landmark is home to a furry monster called the Weedle. John Graham designed this boogie futurist style building, which stands adjacent to a monorail that was similarly built for the 1962 World's Fair.
The Space Needle.
15. Toss-up 18. In this city, many African Americans lived in the Mecca Flats apartment complex before it was demolished in the 1950s. During the Great Migration, African Americans moved to the Black Belt area of this city. This city's Dan Ryan Expressway was,
Chicago.
yes, for 10. Toss-up 19. A location in this film contains a fake home for delinquents like Lampwick to destroy. Honest John and Gideon trick characters,
Pinocchio.
yes, for 15. Toss-up 20, pencil and paper ready. Ian needs to know the measure of the obtuse angle formed by the hour and minute hands of an analog clock at 2:30 p.m. He sees that there are 12 evenly spaced numbers on the clock face and realizes that at 2:30, the minute hand will be pointing directly at the 6, while the hour hand will be exactly halfway between the 2 and the 3. For 10 points, find the obtuse,
110 degrees.
no, sorry, -5. For 10 points, find the obtuse angle formed at 2:30 p.m.
62 degrees.
No, it's 105 degrees. Toss-up 21. An army led by this man conquered Megara after Nisus' lock of red hair was cut off by Scylla. After his death, he joined Aeacus and Rhadamanthus in judging the dead.
Minos.
For 15. Toss-up 22. In a painting of a building in this city, the name Stieglitz can supposedly be seen in the blur of red neon lights on the left. William de Kooning and Mark Rothko were members of an abstract expressionist school named for this city. The Ashcan School was based in this city, where a diner inspired Edward Hopper to paint.
New York City.
Yes, for that. Toss-up 23. The installation of this man as head of state was the goal of the abortive Operation Resurrection. Canadian Prime Minister Lester Pearson declared, "Canadians do not need to be liberated," after this man gave a speech
The Gaul.
for 15. Here's the last toss-up, number 24. The call type of these data structures stores information about a program's active subroutines. As such, an infinite recursion bug can lead to these structures' namesake overflow. The traditional names of methods.
Stacks.
Yes, for 15. That's the game.